to go, young man. Hanging by the moon door.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. At the end of the show, y'all, it's time for the rants. It's time for the closings. Miss Tony, you up first, girl. What you got?
It's been a pleasure with you guys. I just wanted to say, loving the den. The den is starting to feel more and more like home.
You got the dating pool diva to thank for that.
Yes, indeed.
Give her some love.
She's doing a wonderful job. It's been a pleasure to be with you guys tonight. Some good conversation as always, and just keep putting it out there for the people. Everybody have a wonderful week.
You got it. Ain't no half stepping Marcus J. Y'all. That's Miss Tony and her monthly spine. Carlton Banks, tell us real quick why it's not unusual.
This is going to be very unusual for me. Really, it is. RG Nee got married this past weekend or so. Congratulations, RG Nee. I really commend you for stepping out there, jumping the broom like that. I don't know if you did jump the broom, but if you did, I wish you could have twisted your knee again. Now let me stop. Happy birthday, Arlo, D'Lo Brown, Arlo Brown. I want you to do a 5-star frog splash. You turned a big 4-0.
Why don't you tell the listeners
Can I
who
get
that
there?
is?
Can you stop stealing my damn moment? Can you? Jesus. As I was trying to say before, I was so rudely and intrepidly, eloquently interrupted by Mr. Marcus. As I was saying, happy birthday to Arlo D'Lo Brown, a.k.a. Big Rube, a.k.a. The Smash, a.k.a. Ruben. Yeah, I did dog your Redskins. They up there first. Yeah, RG, I hope you don't hurt your knee. Go ahead and break one off. But again, happy big 4-0 to Big Rube. I know you're trying to smash some things for your birthday. Hopefully you did. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to big old Marcus, because Tony over here got bones flying out and hitting me in the back of the neck. See, there she go, hit another bone.
Ain't no half stepping Marcus J. Live from the Den, LegacyInternetRadio.com. Thank you to Carlton Banks for his moment. My apologies for cutting you off. And Miss Tony, thank you so much for being here. I want to take this opportunity to just kind of get through my thank yous. Thank you to DJ Renee Melendez for joining us briefly. We've got the new show that she's got that's going to be starting this coming Saturday, 7 to 9 music show. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you to Jay Grizzy, S.Y. Butler for listening to us on the MixLR page. So thank you to everybody that listened to us. We got people listening to us. Definitely back home in Jersey, we got a lot of love there. We got people listening to us down in the ATL, and it's a lot of love, and it's because of you guys that have Steppin Marcus J, the flagship show here on Legacy Internet Radio, continues to grow, and I just want to thank the listeners for that. So it's time for my rant, it's time for my closing, and it's time for me to get us the hell on out of here. Now, for those of you who know me, y'all know, honestly, if I'm confused about something, I go and I find out what's going on. I just go do the knowledge and I figure it out. Like, I wasn't real clear on the charges for George Zimmerman, so I looked it up. So I looked around the last decade or so, decade and a half or so, and I noticed that I'm seeing a whole lot of underwear and asses. And I had to find out, why am I seeing so much ass and underwear? My research, of course, took me to the prison systems here in the United States, and you see in prison, clothes come in general size. None of this half stuff. You get small, medium, and large. Also, folks ain't allowed to wear belts due to safety restrictions, so you guessed it, their pants will sag. This can be seen fictionalized on shows like Oz, a reality show Lock Up. Not surprisingly, those prisoners whose pants sag are generally viewed as the weakest inmates, prime for abuse by other inmates. Now, I've asked several young people who I trust and they trust me why they continue to wear their pants off their ass, and for the most part, they all say because they think it's cool. Sometime in the late 80s and 90s, sagging pants began to enter the inner cities and later the suburbs. And today, we would say this so-called fashion statement has gone viral. But as far as I can tell, this fashion statement was introduced to pop culture through hip-hop. Yes, the same hip-hop that I love and will support to my dying day gave us one of the biggest eyesores I've ever seen: a grown man's underwear and his ass. Now, I won't get into how hip-hop did this. Suffice it to say, many of the early hip-hop artists and quite a few of today's artists spent time incarcerated, and that culture has now transferred from the prison to the streets. My question is this: why are our children and some grown folks emulating prison culture? And why do some think it's okay to purposely expose their underwear for all of us to see? We seen them. Some of you listeners may have even seen the saggers, and it can be uncomfortable by the way some of them walk, and it can't be good for them health-wise due to the awkward way they have to gait, and while simultaneously trying to walk and keep their pants up. I mean, it's crazy. This was chronicled by the great rapper General Larry Platt of American Idol fame in his amazingly poignant hit, Pants on the Ground, a couple of years ago. Well, if you're going to sag, one thing I'd ask you not to do. Do not sag and be a dumbass criminal, too. I give you dumbass criminal and pants sagger Elijah Freeman, a 20-year-old car thief who stole a car at gunpoint Friday morning in Clayton County, south of Atlanta. After a short chase, police say Freeman crashed the stolen car onto the front lawn of the Clayton County Police Headquarters. Police then say Freeman tried to flee on foot but was unable to run well because he was wearing what the great rapper General Larry Platt of American Idol fame sang about. His pants was on the ground. With his pants falling towards his knees, police say that they were able to capture Freeman within seconds. And as the dumbass criminal sat in a patrol car wearing only his boxer shorts and a t-shirt, a police officer examined the fallen suspect's fallen pants, crumpled on the ground nearby. The officer said sagging pants have given law enforcement an advantage when pursuing suspects in the past. Now, I think I'm a pretty sharp dude, pretty smart. I think I'm smarter than the average bear, but I guess I'm not so smart on this one because for the life of me, I just can't figure out why folks would make themselves uncomfortable, walk sideways, hold their pants up with one hand when a belt or smaller pants would do the trick, grace us all with the funny colors and odd designs of their tighty whities, then get themselves captured by police or whoever's in hot pursuit because they can't run away. As I've grown accustomed to saying in many of my most recent rants, people, we have got to do better. That's the Merv, Marcus' unrelated rant. They ain't got nothing to do with what we here talking about tonight. It's the end of the show, and I'm sitting here by myself, y'all. Miss Tony and Colin Banks have both left the building. They done left me in here, and I don't even know if them fools locked the door. But that's all right. I love them, and I'm going to go out there and be out of here right there behind them. I want to let you all know that independence is key to building your own legacy, people. I also want to say peace to all the stars and the squares, and I know I got a lot of support from those folks, and I appreciate it. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing here in the background. Ain't no how stepping with Marcus J. We got a very, very, very special show 1 week from tonight. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back next week right here, same airways. Peace.